The fragrance I'm gonna share with you today, you see week in and week out on the carousel. Can you guess which one it is?
I finally found what I'm missing, and now you got all my attention. Driving me wild, got me wishing that you were all mine. You're irresistible, so refreshing. You're irresistible, tell the essence. I can feel your energy all over me. Close my eyes and I breathe in. You're irresistible.
Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. I'm your host, Cam. Make sure that you're subscribed, activate that notification bell, follow us on Instagram at cam.byrd, and hang out with us in our Facebook group, CFR Fragrance Lounge. The fragrance I'm talking about is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. Is this fragrance still relevant? Heck yeah, it is. Now, to break away from the original DNA of this, a lot of us kind of got burnt out, but I don't know how well you can see that, but there is probably maybe 3 or 4 squirts. Back in the day, this was my signature scent for sure. But then, yeah, when you start smelling lots of people smelling like you, it's time to put it down. Now, when this first came out, there was a lot of people that did start buying it up. And there was people also that were kind of divided on this fragrance, where they it was too sweet, it was too cloying. Then there was people who loved it because it actually really differed from the original DNA. And then of course the Privé came out, and the Privé came out before this, and Privé was just like, oh, and it still is. To me, Privé is still slightly better than this one. I actually haven't went and bought a full bottle of Privé, but I sniff it and whiff it all the time. But I put one massive dent in this one right here. When this came out, it was still warm out. I was wearing it. I don't know that this is the best fragrance in the world to wear when it's like hot outside. And in North Carolina, our falls come in kind of late. It's just like right now, we're still having warm weather. Boo. I'm sick of it. I've had it up to here, but I can embrace these fragrances as I anticipate the cooler weather coming in on us. Now, something unique about 1 Million Lucky, other than the fact that it actually breaks away from the OG DNA of it, is the ozonic notes, which actually gives this one kind of a fresh vibe when it opens up. So you've got you definitely get the plum in there, but you also have honey, which gives it that gourmand. You're talking about, you got some grapefruit, you got some plum, some hazelnut. The hazelnut is definitely present from jump. If I was gonna say anything negative, and it's not really all that negative to me, is this fragrance is kind of linear. It pretty much just does what it does, other than the fact that it's very cloyingly sweet when it first opens, and then as it dries down, it does kind of go away. But it still pretty much smells like the same fragrance. You got your hazelnut from the beginning that goes all the way to the dry down. You got your honey all the way to the dry down. But that's not a bad thing, because this is a very, very appealing fragrance. The day that I got it, I actually when it first came out, I was able to go on Macy's website and it said available on this day. So I actually had it as far as like a pre-order, got it the day that it came out. And something that I rarely ever see is a 20% discount store-wide, and that includes fragrances which are normally exempt. It'll say like Levi's exempt, fragrances exempt, jewelry exempt. So you can basically just like go buy a hoodie or something for 20% off. Yeah, I got 20% off full retail, and this is like a 6.8, massive. Sorry. So when 1 Million Lucky came out, I was fortunate enough to actually get 20% off on a brand new release. Macy's had a store-wide 20% off. There was nothing exempt. I've worked in retail. I know how those things work. It's like 20% off on a hoodie that does not include fragrances, jewelry, Levi's, Nikes. You get the idea. It was 20% off store-wide. So I ordered online. It told me the day that I could pick it up. When I went and picked it up, I was like, oh my God. And my son was like, Dad, this is amazing. So we were both just like glomming it up. So then like a couple of days later, I went to an old band reunion, like some old dudes I used to, well, not necessarily old dudes, but dudes I used to jam with back in the day. We had like a little get together, broke out acoustic guitars. I brought my bongos, everything, had a couple beers, cooked some steaks. But everybody there was like, including my buddies, they were like, dude, what the heck is that? And of course, you know, their wives, girlfriends, and whoever else were all like mesmerized by this. And whether you love this fragrance or hate it, and I know some of y'all hate this fragrance, and that's okay, I'm okay with that. I happen to still like it a lot. This fragrance gets the job done. You can walk around and know that people are going to compliment you. So this definitely is like a warm and inviting woody fragrance. But again, those ozonic notes still give it like a fresh vibe that kind of pull you in, so it's not like super cloyingly sweet. Even with the 20% off, I think I paid around 80 bucks, but I did buy the 6.8. But you can go to FragranceNet, I just checked, and you can buy a 3.4 for $62.99. So not a bad deal to have a fragrance that you know for sure is going to get you compliments. Now, if you're not a fan of gourmands, if you don't like honey and plum and all that stuff, this might not be for you, but you might want to sample it. You can go to www.myfragrancesamples.com. Enter our discount code CFR15, get 15% off. Try 1 Million Lucky, try Privé, try whichever DNA you like, or if it's not Paco Rabanne that you're looking for, you can search hundreds of brands, hundreds of different fragrances, lightning fast shipping, and a free sample every time you order. Now, if you can concoct sweet, warm, fresh, woody, all that together, you're gonna get a stellar fragrance. Let me go ahead and read the official notes for this for you. The notes for 1 Million Lucky are ozonic notes, plum, grapefruit, hazelnut, cedar, honey, jasmine, cashmere wood, patchouli, oak moss, and vetiver. When it comes to performance on this fragrance, I have heard some mixed results and thoughts about it. Some people will say it's average, above average, meh. On my skin, this thing pops. Now, I'm not sure if I can thank me pops lineages from the UK, or my mama from whose Italiano lineage comes through here. I'm thinking it's more the Italian because we got the oily skin, my friend. Neither here or there, it's kind of busted up. You know, if I'm around my dad's family, I look like them. I'm around my mom's family, I look like them. You know, I got my big Italian snosh, so what are you thinking, eh? Forget about it. To sum it up, do I think that 1 Million Lucky is still relevant? Hells yeah, it is. I do like the Privé. That'll be the next one I cop, but Christmas is coming. You can get this at a good deal. I would suggest go ahead and cop it. If not, sample it, see if it's for you. Still a dope fragrance. If you've not tried 1 Million Lucky, get on it. That's gonna wrap it up for my review of 1 Million Lucky. Remember, be disruptive, wear what you want, when you want, have fun. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notifications bell, leave us some comments down below, smash that like button. We'll see you next time on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.